West Ridge Mobile Home Park versus Humphrey. Two cases. Actually, there's Markham, Humphrey, and then what's this other one later? Bianca Lewis. So it's Humphrey versus Lewis. And, all right. Your name. Markham Humphrey.
Bianca Lewis.
Okay. All right. Counsel, where are we on these cases?
I did speak to both parties. There's a summary proceedings against, sorry, what was your last name?
Lewis.
Lewis.
Yes.
She wants a little bit of time to vacate, but I don't know what Mr. Humphrey is offering. That's his case.
Well, Your Honor, she's been in the property since October. She hasn't paid anything. She lived there, and I have discussed with her options with her. She refused those options, and there's nothing else I can do. So I'm pushing for a 10-day vacate from the property.
Ma'am?
Hi, Your Honor. I did speak a legal aid. Only thing he told me was to tell you that he didn't fill out the 247 of the complaint, and that he has been asking for rent from me.
That he
I have text messages where he would ask rent from me, meaning that I wasn't a squatter, that he actually knew who I was and knew that I was there and getting, I guess, rent from me. I would have been out sooner, but he put a stop to that. So
Who put a stop to it?
Markham.
All right. So let me just ask you this, ma'am. Are you willing to move out of the property or?
Yes,
Okay. So
I'm willing to.
when can you move?
February 1st.
And you don't want to go that long?
No, because she's been in the property since October.
Okay. So here's the reality of what would happen. I would give her 10 days. She actually gets an extra day because of the holiday. So it would be the 21st. I don't know whether or not the sheriff would get out there that week. And then you're looking at the 27th before it's posted. Well, even if they posted on the 24th, 72-hour waiting period after the posting, you're now at the 28th.
Well, Your Honor, I would like to say that I'm actually losing out because we're supposed to sell this to a broker. I'm losing for the clients that want to buy the property, can't buy the property because she's in the property and they can't come in and see the property.
Okay, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. You're going to be on the 28th. Then let's say she still hasn't gotten her things out. And you're going to have to pay somebody to move all of her property out, all of it out to the curb. And you're going to have to pay somebody to do that.
I have somebody, actually.
Hmm?
I have somebody actually to do it. Unfortunately.
Not going to happen before then. I mean, you can sit up there and be as hard-headed as you want. And I've got my discretion. Ma'am, here's what I'm going to do. Grant a judgment for possession to the plaintiff in the Humphrey versus Lewis matter. For a termination. Court finds no tribal issue. A writ will not issue until the 27th. Need to fill out a judgment. Okay, we're all set. What are we doing on the other case?
Requesting a standard 10-day writ, if you want. Yeah, so you have the discretion to do it until the 27th, so they align, so that way you can figure out what to do.
Anything you want to say in regard to that, sir?
Oh, I agree with that 100%.
Judgment to the plaintiff, court finding no tribal issue after a hearing. Termination, writ, January 27th, 2025. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Is it Northwood property?
No, I'm good. I just have a judgment for you.
Oh, you've got a judgment already. Thank you. Thank you, counsel. Sorry about the wait on everything. All right, you too. Court does call the case of Northwood Properties versus Brienne Porcia.
Today.
Hi, good afternoon, Your Honor. Edward Drukes on behalf of plaintiff.
Your name, ma'am?
Brienne Portia.
Okay. And what are we doing on this?
Your Honor, I am putting together a COD. I can put those terms on the record. I asked for 2 weeks, so I'm going to get it to her right away, but turn into the court. If the court signs it, we won't have to show up. If there's issues that arise.
Well, we're gonna do that a little bit different, but go ahead and put the terms. What are the terms of?
The tenant will vacate the property by February 17th. If she has not vacated the property, we can turn in a possession judgment on the 18th with an immediate writ without a hearing.
So 4B would be checked on the form.
Yes.
All right.
And that's how it would resolve.
Ma'am, is all of that correct? Pardon?
Yes,
Is that what you've agreed to?
yes.
Okay, do you have any questions regarding the conditional order dismissal?
No.
What, I guess I'm a little bit unclear as to what happens. She was without heat for a period of time?
Yes, I was. Middle of October my power was taken out of the unit that I was renting. So I was,
Hang on, where are all those claims going with this COD?
well, I was told that, I wouldn't have anything on my record if, like, my rental record, and I wouldn't have to owe anything if I just agreed to this. So I guess that's the best thing in my interest. Don't get me wrong, I do want to, that's it.
What? Go ahead, what were you gonna tell me?
I feel very much that I was mistreated, and I'm not very happy for settling, but that's my decision.
Do you want to settle, ma'am?
It's in my best interest, so
Why is it in your best interest?
because I don't make enough money to pay this and to fight this, and I only received $900.
Okay, I'm gonna make it easy for you. I'm not signing the COD. That's one of the reasons why they put that in the court rule, so that I can hear from you. I'm not signing that COD. She is without heat, and I think at some point without electricity.
Yes,
And in that COD, Mr. Drukas, there's gonna need to be some type of compensation to her for that.
Your Honor, a lot of that agreement was reached because there is a time frame where she did owe rent. And she was responsible for utilities and water.
may I say something? I reached out to the landlord for a bill, and I never received anything. While my lease was in session,
You
I had
guys,
automatic
hold on. You guys can go back to the drawing board, or I can set it for trial. But the COD that you laid out to me where she just moved, I'm not signing. Anybody doesn't understand that? I'm sorry, I'm speaking French because I'm just not signing it. So I'll give you guys 2 weeks to come up with something else. I'll adjourn this matter January 24th.
What does that mean for me?
What do you mean? What's it mean?
Do I still go back to the apartment, or
Haven't
are
you,
you-
have you been going back there?
I don't have anywhere else to go?
What time is this stuff? It's 24th, 2025 at 3 p.m. Ma'am, you go back to that apartment. And I'm just gonna tell you the way I tell everybody. You don't move until I tell you you gotta move.
Yes, sir.
That's the way it works.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Manchester Apartments versus Carrie Sloan. The plaintiff's attorney left the building. Okay. I'll just, not building, but I'll pass it. Court calls case of Ryan Renslater. Slayer. This is the one you're on the street? All right, then, yep, I'll pass that. Lakestone Apartments versus Maxine Mercier.
Dana Hall on behalf of Lakestone.
Hello, what's your name?
Maxine Mercier.
And where are we on this case?
Well, Your Honor, Miss Mercier made a payment on December 27th, and I think she was still waiting to hear from Hawk. Is that right?
Yeah, I got my denial for my CER or SER. So I had contacted Hawk today and I'm just waiting to hear back from them. And then I made a payment yesterday, like you requested.
Okay, so how much did you pay yesterday?
I did 900 yesterday.
Okay, so
And then I told Miss Saber, I think that's how you say her name, that the money order for the 400 would be turned in Monday. At least 400 would be turned in Monday. There could be more.
that's where you're getting near this 1,500.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've already paid 9 of that,
Yeah.
and then she made a 2450
Yep.
payment on the 27th,
Yeah.
and then she's made 900, and there'll be another 400.
Yeah, at least.
Okay, so what do you counsel have her current balance?
$5,194.13, which
$5,134.19.
sorry,
Okay.
5194.13.
51.94. Okay.
That does include the filing fee and the service fee.
Yes, and that does not take into account her $900 payment.
No, it does.
I think Yeah.
it's-
Oh, it does. So the 900 came off of that,
yes.
and then you're going to put the 400 in. Okay, and then even if we're trying to get down to 3,000 with Hawk,
Yeah.
uh,
I just returned back to work officially Wednesday of this week. I've been on medical leave, so I haven't.
so by the 23rd, how much more can you pay? That's 2 weeks from today.
The 23rd,
Yes, ma'am.
about 1,900, maybe.
You can pay 1,900 by the 23rd,
Yeah.
you think? Okay.
Well,
I know by the middle. Go ahead.
sorry, I was just going to say, if you did pay that, I think that would get you down to the 3,000.
Yeah, it's gonna get her down awful close to that.
And I know I planned on doing it myself, but it won't be until the second week of February
I know.
that I can
I
do.
got you. Yes, I remember. So I'm gonna put 1,900 by the 23rd. Okay,
Okay.
pay that to the landlord, and then what I'll do is I'm gonna adjourn this out to the 24th, 2025 at 3 p.m. Okay.
Sure. I have kids and I don't have a
You
trustworthy.
do?
Yeah, I got
Cool.
2 boys.
How many?
2.
2.
Yeah.
That's what
So
I,
is there an earlier time or day?
I set them by complex, so there's not gonna be an earlier time.
Okay.
You got what, pickup or something?
Yeah.
But you have a phone with you most of the time, right?
Yeah, I can do a Zoom.
So fill out a Zoom, and they'll get you a Zoom form to fill out.
Okay.
Okay,
Awesome.
because they don't want your kids running around unattended. Okay,
And then who do I turn this into?
you can actually give it right. You wanted to turn it in at the counter, Zoom form. Yeah, if you fill that out right now, we can turn it. No, we don't have pens. No, go ahead.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I just want to make sure I got that time right. Was it the 23rd at 3?
Yes.
Okay.
24th at 3.
24th.
Court calls the case of Ridgewood Apartments versus Aaron Parker.
I'm here, Your Honor. Good afternoon,
That's
Your
Ms.
Honor. Mark
Parker.
Schlesinger, appearing on behalf of plaintiff.
All right. And where are we on this case?
Well, Judge, if you'll recall, we were here, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, I guess. At that point, you had ordered Ms. Parker to pay $1,250 by the 30th, I believe, which she did do. Of course, subsequent to that, now January rent has hit. I think you had made a mention last time we were here that she had to pay $1,250 today, although I'm not entirely sure that was part of Your Honor's order.
Yeah,
And I-
it was. She was going to
Okay.
pay.
I did make a payment. I dropped it off this morning, actually. I took the payment out yesterday and they have a cashier's check in their box as of this morning.
Okay, so
For the 1250.
Yes.
Okay.
So that would, by my math, Judge, and
And
that, I'm math challenged because I went to law school. That takes the balance somewhere down to about $5,035.50 is my guess. That's not taking into account the money that Ms. Parker had paid in the escrow that the court ordered release of the plaintiff, though I don't believe it's come to the plaintiff yet, but that would be another.
Yeah, it hasn't been released, regrettably. I still show it open on my thing. So
Okay.
we'll send a note down to get that over there.
So that would take us down to, ballpark $4,200.
Okay. All right.
um,
Ms. Parker,
I-
what's your plan for getting the rest of this paid?
so I do have another payment that I was going to make in 2 weeks on the 24th, but my request, I did send an email to the attorney's office yesterday. I wanted to get an updated ledger with, all of the credits that, with the payments that I have made. And I did also in that email indicate if it was possible to have some of those legal fees or late fees waived, just so it can make it
Gotcha.
off.
You broke up there a little bit, but I think I got the gist of what you were saying.
Okay,
Okay.
sorry.
No, it's okay. So how much, if I adjourn this out to the 24th, how much more do you think you can pay?
I planned on paying the $1,250. I just, like I said, I really need an updated balance that I can work off of so I can determine my next steps.
No, I got you. But by the 23rd or 24th, what's the amount that you can pay? Because you're going to owe something regardless of what that ledger looks like.
$1,250. That's what
Okay.
I stated at the last hearing.
Okay. So paid $1,250 by the 24th. Okay. I will adjourn this hearing out to January 24th, 2025 at 12 p.m. So try to get that in before then, ma'am. Okay. Then
Will
we'll
do.
take a look at it. You'll be able to look at the ledger and then we can figure out where we go from there. Okay.
Okay, thank you. And I do have my church possibly looking into helping me with some of this. I'm not sure how much, but
But maybe. Okay.
that's a
All right.
possibility.
Very good. We'll walk it through. All right. Thank you, ma'am.
The only thing I might suggest, Judge, really quick, is just have Ms. Parker go to the on-site management
Thank
office
you.
to get an updated ledger because my ledger only doesn't include yesterday's payment. So maybe they'll have the most current information.
Okay.
Will
Great.
do.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Judge.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
You too. Janet Vitek versus Aaron Molman.
Ready, Your Honor, Rodney Glusak on plaintiff Janet Vitek.
Charles A. Haas representing the defendant, Aaron Molman.
All right. And gentlemen, where are we on this?
Your Honor, I made a settlement offer on December 9th and had followed up on it with Mr. Haas and or his assistant on December 11th, December 18th, December 27th, and January 3rd. I have not heard back either yay or nay or modified terms, so I don't know where we are. I think maybe we should go forward with this matter.
Counsel?
Oh, Your Honor, what we're asking for is a rescission of the land contract based on both Miss Vitek and her agent's assurance that Molman could store certain property and equipment on that property, Your Honor. And what we're saying is that he was fraudulently induced into the land contract by being promised that he could store his equipment on the property, which was later taken away by and removed by a zoning violation from Salem Township. So we're asking for a rescission of the land contract.
All right. We got to get this thing moving. I'm going to set this thing for final settlement conference. You'll have to appear in person February 4th, 2025, 9 a.m. And we'll...
9 a.m. on the 4th of February, Judge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hang on.
Thank you.
Can I check my schedule? I haven't had a chance.
Sure.
Where are you going to be?
So are
I can handle
attorneys and clients supposed to be there or just attorneys?
Charles can handle it.
Attorney and client.
The problem is my client lives in Atlanta or in Georgia, Your Honor. I think she needs.
Well, that sounds like their problem. They can appear via Zoom, but you need to be here. I need to make sure there's authority to try to resolve it.
So 9 a.m. on the 4th of February.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Bouchard.
I shouldn't have said that. Atlanta's a great city. Arbor Manor versus Mika Claiborne.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Paul Hughes, P31986, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Your name?
Mika Claiborne.
All right. Where are we on this case?
I got my SCR letter from DHS and it was denied, of course.
They denied it?
Yes, and
Okay.
my appointment is still set for January 27th, as I told you the last time. You said that I was supposed to get a call for it to get moved up, but I have not yet.
Well, I don't know. I said that was probably a hope and a prayer.
But I did make another payment of $80, which is a little bit over what my rent is set to now.
Your rent is currently at what?
$59.
Okay, so you made a payment of 80.
Yeah, it's based off
How much is owing on this?
2,000. It says 2,400 something on the paperwork, but now it's like 2,300 and something.
Yeah.
So
okay, so Mr. Hughes, she made a payment which really would cover January, I guess, and February, part of February rent.
Yeah.
She's got an appointment with Hawk, and that's the only way this thing's going to get paid in any event, really.
Yeah, because I'm only working 11 hours per week, and it's based off my income.
So I'm going.
Your Honor,
I don't
I'm
have.
a little concerned that this is the third time we've been here.
I know.
Okay.
But I'm here every time,
No, I
and I make you come here to see me.
No,
So you
and I'm
should
happy
have
to
great
do
joy in that.
And I do twice today. Thank you.
So here's what I'm saying, so that we don't have these intervening hearings. Her rent is 59. I was just going to put this out to February 14th, which is my next date after. Well, I could do the 31st, couldn't I? Okay. I could put it out to the 31st.
Okay.
And just get an update as to what Hawks or what SOS may do.
Yeah.
And then see.
You're saying January 31st?
January 31st,
Yeah.
2025. And let's see if we can do it, because that's the only way this is going to get paid.
Yeah, because they usually let you know that day if they're going to help or not.
I have no idea. They keep changing the rules.
Okay.
Which is why I'm going to start yelling at them.
Okay.
I'm going to tell them you sent me to yell. The 31st, 2025, at what time? 12 p.m. All right. And hopefully you'll have the appointment on the 27th, and then we'll be able to get this thing moving.
Okay.
Did
Okay.
I hear that she was turned down already though, Judge? Or is that for some other?
That's for
That's for her
SDR.
SCR. She got turned
Okay.
down.
Okay.
Her appointment with Hawk isn't until the 27th.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know. But that's a whole other issue.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else?
What?
You said January 31st on what day? What time?
Noon.
12 noon.
Is that in person?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I
Because
should get a
Mr.
letter in the
Hughes
mail.
loves
I've been getting
coming-
my letters like after the court date.
What now?
This is the first one I got on time. But the one that I got in the mail for the previous court date came like a couple days
later. Okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. We'll
So
figure it
12
out.
p.m. the 31st. You have a pen so I can write that down.
Really?
My brain is mush right now. I had a funeral earlier today.
Forrest Knoll versus Daniel Cribbs.
Paul Hughes, P 31986, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Ms. Cribbs?
Hi.
Hello. Okay, where are we on this case?
Okay, so I paid my January's rent and then I got Hawk all of the thing and I just got the email today that she is submitting my whole application today. So in theory, hopefully it should be going through and getting paid now.
So are they indicating that they're going to pay or?
I'm not, I mean, I know she's submitting the whole thing. They said, you know,
Okay. Ms. Cribbs, let me ask you this. Do you mind if my court liaison officer gives me what information she has regarding your account?
yeah, of course.
Okay. Amy?
Your Honor, I believe that that Autumn is waiting for landlord ledger to confirm the amount that's due so that she can ask for the proper amount.
Oh, okay.
Just going, yep. And
So
I know
Mr.
she had
Mr.
reached
Hughes,
out to
you can
Mr.
take
Hughes.
care of that?
Yes, this is the first I'm hearing of it, but I can tell her that it's $2,182 plus court cost of $162.
But they're gonna need the ledger in the lease.
Well, I would ask that Ms. Cribbs go to the office and get the most current one. I certainly have one that's dated the 8th.
Gotcha. I gotcha. Okay, get over there and let the landlord know that this is the information, ma'am, that Hawk needs, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'll adjourn this out to, you want me just to, so Mr. Hughes, you don't have to come
Yes.
back so often because you don't want to see me. I can put it to the 31st or the 24th.
The 31st would be fine, and just
All right.
so you realize, we started this adventure on the 15th of November.
I can read the file.
Okay, I didn't know if you
You
saw.
want me to put it out into June? I can do that too.
No,
You
this
keep
is fine.
reminding me. January 31st, 2025. What time? 12 noon. Just always yelling at me about how many times I gotta come back here. I don't think you're doing anything else. Is that it for you?
No, I have one more that I think is going away. You have
Forrest Knoll versus Trammell.
Okay, then I'm good.
Paul Hughes, P 31986, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Emily Rule, law grad requesting to appear under Rule 8.120 under the.
Under Michigan Court Rule 8.120. You haven't earned the stripes, Tiger, to be able to shortcut that, but go ahead.
Your Honor. For you today is signed by Mr. Hughes and by Attorney Bauer.
All right. And what are those terms?
So it will be dismissed, both trial and a counter complaint. And the ledger is going to be updated to reflect a positive $734 balance. As of January 1st, there will be a positive or neutral reference with respect to rent, late fees, utilities, and timeliness of recertification as of this date. And that is all.
All right. Is that a correct statement, Mr. Hughes?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Can you do that? All right. Then I will mark this file conditionally dismissed. I will sign off on the order.
And this is the last final order. I think there was a counterclaim that was also dismissed.
Yes. All right. And I've signed that.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, folks.
Have a good weekend.
You do the same, sir.
All right, bye.
Reach. Ryan Rensler, that's out, versus Richard Rowan.
Pretty in that matter, Your Honor. E&J Reach appearing on behalf of plaintiff. Plaintiff is present and defendant is also present.
All right, come on up, folks. What are we doing? Hey, who's who? Your name, sir?
Richard Rowan.
Rowan? Okay, and is it Estherlina? Is she
My
here?
wife.
Your wife, is she here?
She's occupied with the retail management of a local grocery store.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so where are we on this?
We have a consent judgment, Your Honor.
Okay.
We are waiving the claim for back rent and fuels and so forth. And we have a provision that he remove all of the rest of the personal property that he has at the property within 10 days. And we have costs of $388 and that's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
As to Mrs. Rowan, do you want to?
I would do the same terms by default. As
Do you want to hit default then to?
As to defendant two, yes.
All right, I have a proposed judgment, Your Honor.
All right, sir, is all of that correct? Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have any questions regarding this judgment? Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Are you okay? Do you have any questions regarding anything on this form?
No, I believe I understand.
You understand it all? Okay. I would only indicate, since you're not represented by an attorney, and this is a consent judgment, you have 3 business days to think about this judgment. If 3 business days.
Oh, I see.
And in those 3 business days, if you think there's a right you haven't asserted, some confusion on your part.
Thank you.
Or some misunderstanding, you'd have to file a motion with the court.
Thank you.
That doesn't mean that I would grant it, but you'd have that time. Okay? All right, very good. I'll enter the consent judgment and judgment by default as to defendant 2 along those same terms. And I've signed your judgment. Thank you, folks, for working it out.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great weekend. Okay. Sycamore Meadows versus Vernon Jantz.
Good afternoon, Judge Carrie Zanin, P67390 on behalf of plaintiff.
Vernon Jantz.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Emily Rule. Would you like me to request again?
No.
Okay.
I knew.
It's like she just showed up here. So, no, go ahead. All right, what are we doing on this case?
You know, Judge, we this is our 3rd time here. After the first hearing, which was, I think, counsel requested some documentation. It was on the 20th. We sent it on the 3rd as the office was closed. Their office was closed. So as soon as my manager was on site, she sent over. We did send everything over that was requested for pretty much almost all. There's about 5 that councils are on, and I think so. It's really all. You want to just deal with them all at the same time?
We're hoping to just do all
there's Jantz,
Jantz, Poole, Fulton, Simmons, and Nichols.
Yes.
Nichols and Simmons.
Judge, yes.
Okay.
And then, so I sent everything because I got it on 3rd. And then Wednesday, which is the 8th, this Wednesday at 9:54, I got an email for more documentation. We sent that over today as soon as my client could get it together. I know they're asking to reschedule this again. I just want to for the record, and I know you're gonna, I just let me do the record and I'll be quiet. These cases actually all had 30-day notices on the 7 days. You know, there was ample time to get this documentation if they needed it. We've gotten it as quick as we can. I understand there was a delay, but that was because of the holidays. That was out of our control. We would like to proceed today, but I know that they have all applied for assistance, is what I'm being told as well. And if you're not willing to give me judgments today, I would ask that we can come on the 28th, because we have two that are scheduled on the 28th, and I will block out that morning so that I can say, and we had this conversation with them as well.
He said you weren't here when the Arbor One cases showed up.
Oh, no, Judge, I kind of walked in the middle of it, but I didn't.
Yeah, that's also now on the 28th.
Okay.
So, I mean, I can set you on the 28th. It's just going to be a day.
We will all be prepared to make it a day, Your Honor.
Well, I think.
Oh,
with the-
joy.
I think with the assistance, I think council and I briefly talked about that. We hopefully by then we'll have an update as to the assistance, and maybe we'll be able to resolve most all of them.
So when you say assistance, you're saying through Hawk?
Yes. Right. Also.
So do these people have appointments yet?
So I have answers for appointments for some.
Pardon?
I don't know if everyone has an appointment yet. Someone is on the 27th. So at least one is on the 27th. I don't have dates.
Okay, and the other reason I'm asking, I get what's laid out here, but I've got appointments with way into February, which is insanity to me. And I just don't want to get here, have everybody come on the 28th. You guys are anticipating that there's going to be assistance, but the appointment's not going to happen until whenever. I mean, okay, that was more me being frustrated than anything else.
Your Honor, I will tell you that we will communicate with Ms. Zanin in between and update and resolve any that are able to be resolved. So maybe we won't have that many still.
Well, there's
hanging
5
out
and then
there.
there's 2. So there's 7 total. There's these 5 and then there's only 2 that we have scheduled actually.
Do we have the 2 set on the 28th?
We have 2
Already?
on the 28th.
Those
we
are
talked-
my other 2.
Those are your other 2.
That involves these guys. Oh, okay. Then no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
January 28th, 2025, 9 a.m. for final settlement conference.
Can I say this without you getting me over my objection, of course, Judge?
Yes, over your objection. I'm doing that on my own.
Thank you.
What does call the case Sycamore Meadows versus Ashley Patterson?
Again, Carrie Zanin on behalf of plaintiff, Your Honor.
Ashley Patterson?
I'm here. Sorry.
No, not a problem. Okay. Where are we on her case? She was.
Yeah, she was supposed to make $1,000. She did make $1,000 payment. She made $1,000 payment on December 13th, and then she also made a $500 payment on December 30th. However, my dilemma, Judge, is that rent is still owed in the amount of $3,338 plus the court cost of $175. So I'm still at $3,513. And I know you don't want
3513.
3513, and this is my 6th hearing, so I'm not trying to.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, okay. So
See, they were wrong. If you can't count, then
I gotta go. I went to law school because math wasn't my biggest.
Yes, I know. Me too. All right. So, ma'am, how are you intending on getting this paid? I mean, we're running out of room here to do anything.
So I just got back to work after holiday break, and my check estimated is only going to be $1,265. I have just checked again. I have $150 right now that I can give her, and then when I get my check on the 15th, I can just give you all of that. Then my car got totaled out, and so I'm waiting on the check from the insurance company of $3,000 to come in the mail. And I can give her that as well. So that should hopefully take care of the whole.
Okay, let me ask you, ma'am, let me ask you this. The 3,000 or the insurance check, when did they say they'd get that to you?
So they sent it out on the Monday before Christmas. However, they sent it to a wrong address. And so I had to get in contact with them, and he said he was going to send it back out. So this is Friday, Monday. It'll take 7 to 10 business days. And I'll also
So
let
they sent it out
Sheila
this
know.
past Monday or this upcoming Monday?
This past Monday.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find that there's no tribal issue. I'm going to issue a judgment for possession, lock in this figure at 3513. And I'm going to indicate writ is going to be the 30th of this month. Okay, over the objection of the plaintiff.
Thank you, Judge. I have a judgment that I brought. May I approach with it?
Yes.
Or I'll give it to your court officer.
So you understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
So that this amount just has to be paid before the end of the month, basically, okay?
Okay.
That's a better way of getting it done. All right. Thank you.
Oh, Judge, I have a question. So
Yes, ma'am.
that doesn't mean I'm evicted yet. If I don't pay it, it means I'm going to be evicted. But if I do pay it, it means I'm okay.
Right. If you get it paid before the 30th or before, you're good.
Okay.
Okay. So I was trying to give out time because you pay when you say you can and when you can. But if you get that paid and then you're going to get this check, I'm trying to stretch it out so you can get that check, get it paid, and you'll be good.
Okay, Judge. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Sycamore Meadows versus Derek Hall.
Again, Carrie Zanon on behalf of plaintiff, Your Honor.
And Raven Walker. Hello.
Hello.
Your name?
Raven Walker.
Derek Hall.
Okay. All right. Where are we on this?
Judge, rent is due in the amount of $4,694. There's court costs of $212, so $4,906. $4,906.
I thought it was 670.
I'm sorry?
You thought?
Thought it was $4,670.
No.
That's what we said the last time.
How much is your monthly rent?
We're at 0 right now.
There was a late fee that was added on the
Yeah, but how did it go up?
I need you.
How long has it been 0?
To be honest, it should have been 0 because I've been out of
Since
work.
October.
Since October or somewhere around there, but it was okay. I got you. So this is
I'm sorry. Okay. It's my fault. Judge, I did the math wrong.
what about 4? You don't have a 4? Is that the end?
It's actually the total, Judge, is 4413.
4. Her total is there. It's 4413.
4413, and that includes the court costs.
Course. Okay.
So, right?
All right. So folks, how were you intending on trying to get this done?
Well, to be honest with you, Judge, we have called Hawk. We have to get the payment down before they can help us, like we told you before.
I know.
So basically we've
Have they even set an appointment with you?
no.
Okay, so somebody's got to make these rules consistent. Because some people who have an amount above the 3,
Yeah, I've heard.
they get an appointment.
Yeah, but
And then other people aren't getting an appointment.
so what we decided to do, my husband has reached out to his old job to go back to it. So he's just waiting on the start date. I reached out to my old job. I'm waiting on the start date. For the portion that we could pay down for them to help us, we wanted to just see if we could get more time and get a payment plan until we can start working. That's really all I can say at the moment because we don't have anything. We have 2 kids and we don't have nothing at the moment.
The only thing that we could probably do on a side note is because I'm a volunteer at SOS, and I can see what they can do, or
here's so here's part of the problem. Part of the problem is that if they gave you the appointment and would tell you that they would pay it, we just have to get down below that, then we could work toward that. Right now, I don't I don't know if you working down this amount, and then what happens if they say you don't qualify?
Well, we also have tax season around coming, so we're gonna file taxes as well.
No, I know. And I'm just saying,
I'm honestly, Judge, we don't know. To be honest, all we can do is just go back to work and try to pay it to the court. And I've been talking to my landlord or whatnot. She's willing to work with us. We called Hawk 4 times.
I know.
They tell us the same thing each time. And it's to the point where when I call, she writes down what I say. So they repeat everything that I said. They know who I am. So they're like, you have to get something with your landlord to get it down for us to even intervene.
When was it? When did you say your appointment was? I'm sorry, I was doing math, so I wasn't really listening.
Pardon?
When is the appointment for Hawk? Or they don't?
No, they won't.
They don't even give.
So they won't. They're not. That's what I'm getting at. They don't get an appointment. I got however many people here got an appointment, but they're in the same. Nope, nothing. All right.
Yoga breathing.
What was it? The baby?
The lady in the back. I think she sneezed.
Oh, that was a sneeze?
That was a sneeze.
Wow. I mean, God bless you.
You got distracted.
My mind is shot.
You lost.
My shot, and I'm like, sounded like my cat when I stepped on that. But anyway, no, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I should not have said that out loud. All right. Okay, folks, and I'm doing this over the objection to plaintiff, and I realize we've been here, but there's something patently unfair about what they're doing. I mean, if they get an appointment, they tell me the appointment's down the road, or they don't qualify, then fine, then we know what we're dealing with.
Right.
But this way, I have no idea what we're dealing with, and they're just trying. So I'm going to adjourn it out to the 24th, 2025 at 3 p.m. And where is she? I want an email to Hawk specifically about this one. And there's another case because I want to know why they are not getting an appointment. They're just not even put on the schedule. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Oh, and then on note two, I had to file for an update for our bridge card and stuff like
the SER.
Yeah, but what she had told me, far as of like, because I told her like what we was going through, and I had said we've been denied twice, but she had told me that I would have to have a job to qualify for the SER. So
because they have to show sustainability.
Yeah, so that's why we said when we go back to work, we can try to reapply for SER too.
I know, and here's the problem. Here's the thing that worries me about that. While you've been calling, trying to get assistance, you go back to work, you get yourselves back to work, and what really is going to anger me is all of a sudden you're going to get the Hawk because they're at a 30% thing, and they're going to tell you make too much.
Man,
so no,
I didn't even think about that.
Right. So
we married, combined together.
Exactly. So in the fact that you're in the unit, it's going to be combined together. So it's okay. You guys keep doing what you're doing and trying to do the right thing. And I don't know what we'll figure out, but
I mean, so in the meantime, just try to work and try to
do what you can do. Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
I appreciate you for understanding, Judge.
Sometimes I can't do much, but that I can. I think. All right.
Thank you.
You guys take care. Have a great weekend. Take care of each other. What'd you say?
But I think he just likes that I'm coming here all the time.
Yeah, that's what it is. I keep letting Carrie down. Sycamore Meadows versus Kenyatta Hudson.
Again, Carrie Van on behalf of Miss Hudson. She's coming. Isn't she cute? She's so cute.
Was this his niece?
Yes.
Wow.
I misplaced the file. I have it, but sorry.
And I apologize for what I said about your sneeze.
You okay?
That was quite a sneeze. I couldn't see anybody at the time that it was. I'm like, what was that? Oh.
I'm cursed with that sneeze for one.
Huh?
I'm cursed with that sneeze.
That's really adorable, but okay. Judge, I show that she owes $1,082.90 plus court costs of $175. So it's $1,257.90.
1,257. Okay, 90. All right. How are you going to try to get this paid?
I did apply to a whole bunch of jobs. I am waiting back to hear from them. And I did apply for the HUD thing. I am waiting back to hear from them too.
You mean Hawk?
Yeah.
Did you get an appointment from Hawk?
No. I haven't heard from them out.
What did they tell you?
They haven't called me at all. I called them and they said they was gonna call me back from them.
They haven't called you back at all?
Is Amy on still? Or no?
Yeah, Amy.
Did she leave us?
No, Amy's here.
She's hiding, Amy.
Amy, are they just telling people to call back? What are they?
Your Honor, one of the stipulations is that if there's that balance that's about 20,000, if somebody can verify that they do have a plan to pay, then those are the ones that are getting those appointments. And in terms of Ms. Hudson, so it's just a language. If there is a plan that's been set up, that can be communicated, that allows them to accept them as good candidates for being able to be booked an appointment. So perhaps that explains the discrepancy that you're noticing. But
I don't know who's making the decision of a good plan. But I get what you're telling me.
Okay.
But now, Miss Hudson.
I just need her permission. And I just
can she tell me about your?
Yes.
Okay, yes, she said yes.
Miss Hudson, had you called just a little bit before Christmas for an appointment? Oh no, you and I had met.
Yes.
And I had done your intake, so you are actually booked for the 27th of January at 2:00.
Oh.
Aren't you glad I asked for Amy to come on?
Yes, I'm glad you did. So you're booked for the 27th at what time?
It is at 2 p.m.
Got it? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn your case to the 31st, 2025 at 12 noon. Let you get that appointment.
One more thing regarding her appointment. The reason I had to intervene was because she had issues with her phone. Because this is a phone call appointment, she needed to have.
I did get it fixed.
Okay, if you can call back in with the phone and give us the phone number, or if you can communicate it to the clerk there, I can at least add it in, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to engage in this appointment.
You have a phone number now? Write it down. We'll send it over to Amy for you, okay? Thank you, Miss Hudson. We'll see you on the 31st. Pine to Clover Lane versus Cameron Rouch.
Again, Carrie's.
And Skibaris and Stewart.
Again, Carrie Sandin on behalf of plaintiff.
Your name?
Cameron Rout.
Okay.
Judge, we've actually agreed to a consent order for conditional dismissal. Rent to retain $2,252.68. Court costs of $253. Total is $255.0568. Extended payday by January 24th, 2025. I explained to Mr. Rouch's rights under MCR 4.201J, his appeal rights. We've both signed the consent judgment or consent order for conditional dismissal. It is the 4B. I did explain to Mr. Rouch what would happen if he doesn't have it paid by the 24th, that I could submit the documentation for the judgment and the order of eviction to be entered as well.
All of that correct, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any questions regarding any of this?
No, not at all.
None at all? Okay. And I'll enter it as it is, but I will also indicate default as to defendants 2 and 3.
Yes, thank you, Judge. Do you want me to submit a separate judgment for that or no?
No.
Leave it as perfect. Okay, thank you.
Actually, I do have a question. This might be a question for my management, but as I'm here right now, I figure I'll ask you. Sorry. Stavaris is not on the lease anymore.
Okay.
That party should not be involved at all in any way whatsoever.
Okay, so what I would do is I would check with management.
Okay.
Okay. I'll just enter it this way. If they're not supposed to be, then somebody can try to
Let me know.
decide.
Okay.
But if everything comes out, it's not.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
And is that it for you?
No, I have Orchard Grove as well.
After that, we need an interpreter.
So, got it.
Oh.
Donald Hamlin versus Angela Hammond. Amon. This one needs an interpreter. Oh, Spanish. Got it. Are they here?
Yes.
Okay, who do I have here?
Donald Hammond,
Okay.
representing for Angela Schnard.
I'm Donna Palma. I'm Angela Schnard's sister, and I'm here as her representative.
Well,
She sent an email for her to do that.
yeah, but it can't really work that way. But okay. Let me ask you this. You guys are all related?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it works out.
I'm pretty smart.
Yeah.
Your last name. All right. So what are we trying to do here? What is
Basically I filed for eviction due to the fact we're trying to get her help through the state guardian, because she's basically, I feel, not able to take care of herself anymore.
Got it.
She has no money coming in. She's been living with me for over 1.5 years now. And I'm not able to take care of her anymore. I am recovering from leukemia, a bone marrow transplant, and I'm just can't do it anymore.
Gotcha. How old is she? How old is
We're
she?
trying to help.
49 years old.
Okay.
She has active psychosis and is incapable of taking care of herself.
Okay.
I contacted Adult Protective Services a couple weeks ago. They've been out. They're recommending guardianship.
Yeah.
So there's a process for that. I've started disability paperwork, which she is not a willing recipient of support and help, unfortunately. So it's been, a bit of a struggle to get somebody, to get her help when she's not wanting it.
And you're trying to evict her. Okay, I get it. All right. Not easy calls on anybody's part, right?
It's not really what I want to do because I don't want her on the street, but I need to help, try to get her help somehow.
Yeah.
And if she's not, deemed high priority for housing help, she's not going to get the help.
I hear you. Okay. Strange little system we have set up.
Awful.
Have you started the guardianship process?
So I talked to the Adult Protective Service worker between Christmas and New Year's, and we talked about the recommendation for needing guardianship. She said she was going to be filing something on her end. She asked if I was willing to be a guardian of her, and I reluctantly am, but she needs support. So there's not really.
Did she say how long it would take for that to transpire?
She didn't.
She already came out to the house. She did a home visit and talked to me and Angela. I do know that right after Donna talked to her.
Okay. So here's part of the problem. I get it. I can't let you represent her. Okay. Somebody who's an attorney could come in and do that. You can't do that. Secondly, like if you had not shown up at all, it sounds to me as though she is incompetent in some way, right? So even if just you showed up, I can't issue a default against her because I can't issue that against somebody that's incompetent.
Right.
So that's where we are right now. Okay.
Okay.
The best I can do is put it out. I mean, I get it would almost be an urgent type of situation. So I could put it out about 3 weeks, come back, check, see did the guardianship go through and what can happen, and kind of do it that way so you don't have to completely start over.
If the guardianship goes through, can we just have it dropped?
Well, the case, yeah, certainly you can at that point, or you can go if there's a consent that she's going to move. Then if you're the guardian, you can consent on her behalf to then do that. You know what I mean? There are then solutions, however you want to do it. Right now, you're kind of just stuck because I can't help you.
Right.
Like you'd want to be helped in this circumstance. Okay.
Okay, makes sense.
So let me do this, and why don't I just go to the 31st?
Okay.
See where we are at that point. January 31st, 2025 at 12 noon.
Okay.
Okay. So you don't have to come all the way down if you don't want to. If it looks like the guardianship isn't in, we'll give you Ann's email. Just email, and then I'll push it out another 3 weeks.
Thank you.
Okay, and that way you don't have to keep coming down. All right?
Okay, thanks.
All right, thank you, folks. Take care. Oh, court recalls the case of Manchester Apartments versus Kerry Sloan. Are they on? Oh, they're here. Okay.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Andrew Cates, P78292 for Manchester Apartments.
The name?
Kerry Sloan.
All right, where are we on this case?
Your Honor, I'm happy to report that we actually came to an agreement on this case. We would like to enter a conditional dismissal.
Okay, and what are the terms?
There is rent due and owing of $1,623, court costs and fees of $156 for a total of $1,779. We'd ask that this amount be paid by the 20th of January. I'll catch her up through the 31st. If the amount is not paid, then 4B has been checked so that.
So you have a conditional order dismissal that has to be paid by the 20th.
Yes.
To 10 day.
Yeah.
But instead of a judgment, it's a COD.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So only thing is you're going to have to change that date to the 21st because the 20th is court holiday.
Oh, yes. We'll do that.
All right. Is that a correct statement of the agreement?
Yes. Yep.
You have any questions whatsoever regarding that agreement?
No.
All right. I do have to advise you, since you're appearing here and entering into this unrepresented by counsel, that you have 3 business days to think about this. If you believe that there's some legal reason, some right you didn't assert, some misunderstanding on your part, you'd have those 3 business days in which to file a motion with the court. You understand that? I do. All right. All right. Thank you, folks, for working it out, and I've signed your COD.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
You do the same. All right.
I swear in the introvert.
Hang on 1 second. Sycamore Meadows versus Owens, and that's a dismissal. I'll dismiss that matter. Yes, you may swear in the interpreter.
Good afternoon, Elizabeth. You're in front of the Honorable J. Cedric, Simpson out of the 14A District Court, Washington County, State of Michigan. We need your assistance with one matter this morning. Our number is 1423.
Okay, happy to help.
Thank you, ma'am. Can you please raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you'll interpret accurately, completely, and impartially, using your best skill and judgment, and to translate from English into Spanish and from Spanish into English in the manner now before the court, so help you God?
I will.
Thank you.
All right. Good afternoon, Madam Interpreter.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
The court does call the case of Orchard Grove Village versus Jose Sanchez Ronquillo.
Okay, el tribunal llama el caso de Orchard Row Village en contra de José Sánchez Orquillo.
Attorney Carrie Zanin on behalf of plaintiff.
Did you need that repeated, Madam Interpreter?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
La
That's
abogada
okay.
Carrie, de parte del el acusador.
¿Cómo se llama?
José Luis Sánchez Ronquillo.
Right.
Judge, I actually spoke with the defendant. He indicated to me, I did ask him if he needed an interpreter. He said he could speak with me, and we did.
Bueno, he hablado con el acusado y usted dijo que podía hablar conmigo. ¿Necesita un intérprete?
No.
No, he doesn't need an interpreter.
Oh. Okay. Madam Interpreter, then I will thank you very much for your help today.
You're welcome.
And
Thank
we-
you for
All righty. You have a great day.
thanks for using our service. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay.
Judge, I spoke with the defendant. This is a termination for just cause termination in a mobile home park. However, we've agreed that he may remain on the property as long as there's no further lease violations or violations of the community rules. I put that in a just cause termination judgment. For 5, where it says order evicting, I've just actually put C paragraph 10. There's an addendum that goes over the reasons why this just cause termination was set forth and what he shall not do within. Basically, he had unauthorized pets and he cannot have an unauthorized or any pets for a year. And if he after that wants to bring in a pet, he has to get it approved through management. And we had that discussion. Guests cannot bring pets, and he also must power wash the home by April 15th. I have a copy of the addendum. There's other things like the trash that needs to be stored either in the garage, not on the property. Don't leave abandoned vehicles on the property. All of this has been delineated in the addendum. We've signed the consent judgment, and I explained his rights under the court rule that he had 3 business days before this was a final judgment, 10 days to appeal. He signed this.
All right. Sir, is all of that correct?
Yep.
Yep. Do you have any questions regarding this judgment?
No, thank you.
No.
The only thing I would say, Judge, is if we have to move forward with a order of eviction, I will submit an affidavit with the and that's not in there, but I'm putting that on the record.
Yes.
As we're talking. So I would submit an affidavit with the order of eviction signed by my client.
Okay, very good. I've signed the judgment. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Have an amazing day.
You do the same.
You're welcome.
All right, that's the last. That's the last of that. We got to run the tape again, and then I can come right back out. For those of you that are waiting in my last small block, I'll be right back out. We got to run the video, and then I'll come right back. I promise. There we go. Court does call case of Spencer Collins versus Corey Wright.
Ellis Friedman for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Corey Wright, Your Honor.
All right, where are we on this, gentleman?
Mr. Wright was ordered to pay escrow for the month of January, and I don't believe he did.
No, you didn't.
I haven't been working. I did send in a letter to the court and to my landlord's attorney, basically explaining why I was contesting the eviction. Part of why I haven't been working was because there was mold in the house, and it had been there for several months. I had a very, very bad allergic reaction to the point where I basically lost my vision, which I still had.
I had ordered a written answer before. Did you file a written answer?
I filed an email because, again, I can't really see. So going places is very hard for me. I sent an email to him, to the attorney's office, and to the court system.
I don't have a written answer. Did you?
I've not received a written answer, Your Honor, and nor did he pay the escrow. And I have a lab report that shows there's no mold in the premises.
That was probably done after the mold was removed.
Yeah, but you didn't file a written answer. I don't have it. You didn't comply with the escrow order.
I can show. I don't know if it didn't go through or what, but I sent an email. I brought my tablet, so it shows that I did send an email. Shows the date, the address, and everything. And I brought the letter with me as well. I'm sorry that it didn't go through.
When did?
It was on the day, the 26th, our last court. And as a matter of fact, I did it at Legal Services, and I was helped by one of the aides there, again, because my vision's so bad that I can't really type anything myself.
I don't have any. Usually we might get a copy of it if you were sending it. I have nothing in the file. I don't have anything that was sent to my email. There hasn't been compliance with the escrow order, and nothing has been brought forward to show plaintiff's claims. The court's going to find that there's no trial. Going to grant a judgment for possession. How much is
$1848.32 in rent and $232 in costs for a total of $2,080.32.
And I just wanted to say something. Part of my letter that stated that that amount is wrong by a lot.
That judgment was originally issued the 24th of January, 2025. Thank you.
Thank you.
Arbor Woods versus George Jones IV.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sydney Fontanella, PA 6316 for the plaintiff.
Your name, sir?
George Jones IV.
All right. And where are we on this case?
Your Honor, this is defendant's motion to set aside a default judgment. We are in agreement with setting aside the default judgment and submitting a dismissal. He did pay, and so I can submit that paperwork after court today.
You have no objection to setting aside is what you wanted. All right. So did he pay that all to the landlord?
Yes.
The 2019?
Yes.
Yeah, it was paid to the check was originally given to them back in November, and it sat on a counter for weeks.
Got it.
But eventually they did enter it into the ledger.
And so then it's paid. So the reason I'm asking, let me just make sure, is because I have $688 in escrow. What do you want me to do with that?
Your Honor, he does still owe for January rent. Is my understanding, unless Mr. Jones has paid that already.
No, I needed the money in escrow
to pay the January.
It was for January. Yeah.
Okay, and so how much is your monthly rent?
It's $688 plus
some utilities,
plus a few fees,
some utilities. Okay, so let me just do this.
I was already
judgment set aside. I'm going to put release escrow to the plaintiff. So we'll just send this right to them.
Okay.
And then
how long did that take? because I don't want to come back here again.
Wow. Oh man.
Your Honor, he does not want to see you or me.
The way he said that, it hurt. It wasn't. No, it should.
It's. I mean, I've seen you on the internet. Almost starstruck actually, but
don't be.
But this is not a position I like to be in.
It should get out there in time to cover January rent, and they know it's on the way. So it's here.
Okay.
So it should be only a few. Okay. All right, sir. Thank you. Arbor Woods versus Shakira Lee.
City Frontinella for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Shakira Lee. Oh, there she is. Thought that was you back there. Okay, and how much is owing at this time?
Your Honor, there is current rent due of $2,290.05, court costs of $240, for a total of $2,530.50 due.
How much is your monthly rent?
The monthly rent is $14.49, and then there's water and sewer charges, Your Honor.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, Miss Lee, how are you going to get this paid?
It's paid. I have the money orders right here. I don't know if they were able to find the receipts. I don't know if they were able to find the check and the $400 money order that was for November or December. Because I haven't got in contact with the lawyer or the office people.
So hold on. What you're saying is everything is paid?
Everything is paid. I have proof of every money order.
Your Honor,
When's the last? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're okay. So on December 11th, I see that there was a $900 money order posted. And then on December 17th, I show that there was a $1,000 money order posted. And then another one on December 17th of $605. And that brought it down to $704.30. And then a late fee posted on the 20th, and now January rental charges have come due. So that's what I show is doing owing right now.
So the last time we were here, they were unable to find a check that was mailed in because the standing in office manager cannot access the mailbox. And then they had no idea what happened with my $400 money order that was turned into their Dropbox. And then January's rent was also put in the Dropbox as well.
Your Honor, my client, I believe, does have access to the mailbox now. They did confirm they don't have a $300 check from, I believe, Vincent St. Paul, and they also confirmed there was no money order for $380 that they received. I guess my question would be, when did Miss Lee drop off January rental charges?
January's rent was dropped off today.
Today.
Yes.
So that's why I don't show receipt of that.
That's why you don't show it. And then I'm at the 9. That would bring me back to basically just under 1,000, or around 1,000. That would still be owing. And you say you have proof of payment of those.
Yes.
That doesn't show up here.
Right.
But you have what, the money order receipts?
I have the receipts, and then I have photos of the money orders addressed to Arbor Woods, where I signed it to Arbor Woods. So I don't necessarily have the money orders, but I have photos
Okay,
of
have you
them.
checked with the money order company regarding the cashing of those?
I have not, no. So like calling them?
Yes, and
No.
they can run it down as to whether or not it's been cashed.
Okay, no, I haven't done that.
All right, I'm gonna give you a couple weeks because that other one should be in there. Her rental
For
payment.
today, yes.
So then we'd be at the same spot, but I'm going to give you a chance. It should be on the back of your receipts, a place to call so you can run down those money orders to see if somebody took them and cashed them or did whatever.
Okay.
Should be an 800 number on them.
I don't see one, but maybe I can Google it.
Okay. So I'll adjourn this out to the 24th, 2025 at 12 p.m.
Okay.
And let's see if you can get that and get something in writing. But you called them right away.
Okay. And she said that they did not receive the check
Which one?
from St. Paul.
That's correct. Yeah. I checked with my client. They responded to me yesterday. They said they have not received that check from Vincent St. Paul. So I don't know if you want to contact them and see if that was cashed or returned as well within that time frame. So maybe they can just reissue it if it wasn't.
Okay.
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 So do that with those, and then they should have your January check.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's see if we can get you out caught up before everything.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Thank you, Miss Lee. You too. Court does call the case of Arbor Woods versus Gerardo Morales.
Sydney Fontanella for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Sure. Okay. How much does he owe at this time?
Your Honor, I am showing that there is rent due for Mr. Morales of $4,547.90, court costs of $185, for a total of $4,732.90, Your Honor.
4,700. I'm sorry.
$32.90, Your Honor.
All right. Sir, did you pay the 1,600 on the second?
We have the money order, sir, but there hasn't been anybody in the office, and we don't feel comfortable dropping it off in the drop box again since they lost the one in November. But I talked to the maintenance guy when I got home today, and he told me that when my wife gets here, we can go drop off the money order to him, and that he'd process it and give us the receipt.
Okay, but that's going to only be 1,600.
Yes, and my hours just picked back up, so I was trying to get a hold of them to see if I could pay 800 a week until I get caught up, but I haven't been able to talk to management or anybody since they stopped having management here at the office.
Well, but you haven't worked anything out with them on that.
No, I haven't been able to get a hold of anybody.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find no tribal issue. I'm going to issue a judgment for possession for the total redemption amount, including costs of $4,732.90. Instead of having the writ issue on the 21st, I'll have the writ issue on the 22nd. You need to get in there and talk to somebody and see if you can work something out.
Yes, sir. I'm also waiting on the VA to see if I would be able to get assistance from them.
Oh, my God. You're a veteran?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That kind of changes things a little bit. When did you go and apply with what branch?
Marine Corps.
All right. Did you go talk to the people at the VA?
I called them after our last court hearing, and they said they were going to get back to me, and I am still waiting to get that call.
Okay.
Your Honor, I don't have a problem if you want to extend the writ date out to give him some additional time to meet with veterans assistance.
Yeah. The only thing I'm worried about is okay. So here's what I'll do, sir, is I just don't know where the VA is at this point, but the thing is that they will pay. I mean, I don't, there's typically not a problem, but if he was trying to get through at the holidays.
Yes, it was during the holidays when I was trying to get a hold of him.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll still issue the judgment finding no tribal issue. I'm going to make his writ date the 31st.
Understood, Your Honor.
All right. And then I'm just going to indicate no writ without a hearing because what I think will happen is that they'll act on the judgment and get to him, but I just want to make sure he doesn't fall through the cracks. Okay? So, Mr. Morales, what I'd suggest that you do is call them but also, you know where one of the VA offices is? It's down by this court, by the
Yes, sir.
courthouse in Ann Arbor,
Yes, sir.
off of Hogback.
Yes, it's right there by the jail.
Yeah. Get yourself over there. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And tell them that you have a judgment and this is the amount. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Arbor Woods versus Artelia Reeves.
Tippy Fontanella for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Hello.
Well, hello, sir.
What's your name?
Artelia.
Artelia Reeves. I've had my eye problems. All right. And how much is owing on this?
Your Honor,
I don't owe them nothing.
Oh,
they owe me.
Hold on a minute. Let me see what Ms. Fontanella, what do you say?
Your Honor, I'm showing that there's rent due of $1,620.39, court costs of $240, for a total of $1,860.39.
Are they kidding me?
Okay, so let me
Sir?
just hold on.
Okay.
Just ask you this.
Okay.
When's the last time you made a payment?
Your Honor.
Sir,
Go ahead.
I'm talking. He asked.
Oh, ma'am.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, I run this place.
Okay. You just
Bottom
do.
line.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. This is your court.
Ms. Fontanella, when's the last time you have a payment?
Your Honor, my client confirmed that she did make a payment. You ordered her to pay $657 by 1/3. I don't see it on my ledger, so that's not reflected in the total. Just because I don't have an updated ledger for my client yet on this, but my client did confirm yesterday that she did make that $657 on the 3rd.
She did make that payment. So the amount 1860 minus 1203.39.
Yep, that's right.
Okay. Now, what did you want to tell me, ma'am?
Sir, I feel like I have been jerked around. When I was in here on the 27th, you told me, you said, Miss Reeves, can you do me this favor? Can you call MoneyGram and ask them for the information about who cashed these checks? One was cashed on the 7th, one was cashed on the 8th. I called last Monday. I said, Judge Simpson told you to go on and do this. I called them. They told me to send $18 per money order. I went to where I bought the money orders. I got all that taken care of. I talked to MoneyGram. They gave me 4 different stages to go through. I went through all stages. They told me that they would have this information to me in 3 business days. And here we are on the 10th. I called them the other day.
Hold on. So you're waiting on information from MoneyGram?
Yeah, I got my receipts to
All right.
show you, sir, that I did do what you asked me to do.
I got it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn it to the 24th, 2025 at 12 p.m. and just see if we get that information regarding the MoneyGram.
You want to see the receipts, sir?
That
That's all I
your
have.
receipt. I know. That's all you
All I have is receipts.
get it. That's what you have, which is why I was saying to go to the MoneyGram to see who cashed them.
Yeah, yeah.
So we just are in a position of waiting for that to happen. You paid your rent, so the amount's not getting worse. It's just waiting for this stuff.
Yeah, because you asked me, you said, when are you
No, I
going to
know.
pay your rent?
Gotcha.
I said the 3rd. And you know the sad thing about it? When I went to pay it on the 3rd, the office was closed. I'm not sticking my money down in no slot no more. And I run into a disgruntled employee. They said it was supposed to be a camera looking down when people put their slots in, put their rent in, and they go to the office. They're supposed to have a camera looking at the person that take all this information. I want to know, why do they keep on losing people's stuff out there? It's
Okay.
incompetency.
Ma'am, I can't address that.
I know
All I
you
can
can't.
do on your case right now
I know.
is get the documents that you requested. Let's get them in, take a look at them, and figure out what happened as best we can for your account. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And
we'll see you in a couple weeks.
accept my apology about getting irate in your courtroom, but I have had enough. I've had enough.
I understand.
I keep jumping through hoops. And you know what? Jumping through these hoops are not getting me anywhere. They're supposed to send me the information.
Okay, they'll get it here. Let's just see if they'll get it here to us by the 24th. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good evening.
You do the same. Northville Crossing versus Jessica Bradshaw.
Sydney Fontanella for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
I'm here.
Bradshaw. All right. And where are we on this? I was at.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes.
There is rent due right now of $2,020.35. Court costs of $189 for a total of $2,209.35. At the last hearing, Your Honor, you had required Ms. Bradshaw to make a payment of $500. I did confirm with my client at about 2 o'clock today that they have not received payment.
I have not known.
Or of the 500, I'm sorry.
I did not know because my check was not $500, unfortunately, when I got paid. I only received a $400 check when I got paid.
Okay. Well,
and unfortunately, I have been out all week with COVID.
Gotcha. Okay, what I'm going to do.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I did email them and ask them to contact the lawyer to see how much I could pay in regards towards it with my $400 check. And the manager just said, bring me your $400 check. Unfortunately, I do have to go back to work on Monday, but I do have to provide for my 2 children and get back and forth to work on Monday. So I don't know how much of that check you would like me to take in.
Well, here's what I'm going to do, ma'am. You're going to need to talk to your landlord and try to work something out. I'm going to find that there's no tribal issue. I'm going to issue a judgment for possession for the amount of the $2209.35. Hold on. Instead of having the writ issue on the 21st, I will have it issue on the 27th.
I did get a Hawk appointment. It is February 10th